YouTube! What the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here. We are back in the Dark Elves campaign. We're feeling very dark. Very dark indeed. And elf. And, okay, I'll stop. Seriously.
A shameful display!
I know. I'm just giving him my lame jokes. Alright, let's go. Let's get things underway. So, we need to go help fight against the lizards. I kind of like to just capture this province, which is honestly probably full of Skaven. So it'll be good for us to get caught up on the units here. And we'll finish this. I'd like to get some Reaper bolt throwers as well. If we're going to do things... Yeah, they're Skaven. There be Skaven in them there halls. So let's go reveal everywhere that we see the Skaven. And we certainly will declare war on them when the time is right. Looks like my Dark Elf brethren were defeated. They've got trouble, man. They got these Empire colonies after them. Let's go do some more investigating. Falling Gates, the Causeway. So there's a pretty big army there with Mazdamundi.
Do not vex us further.
I'm just short of the money I need to build this Halls of Ravaging. I don't mind fighting a few Skaven without the bolt throwers, but I'd kind of like to have it if we're going to take on the lizards.
I watch from the shadow.
And then honestly, it'd be good to have it for the Skaven too. So I know it's going to be a whole lot more sitting around, which is what I've been doing. But let's go ahead and get it done. I think it's going to be worthwhile. So we're going to end the turn without building anything because I need to save my money. Someone said that it's a shame for display for me to leave these high elves on my continent. It is. But I want to take care of business down here to the south. The lizards can get pretty strong. I'm not super worried about the high elves at the moment, obviously. My allies should be a little bit worried about the lizards. Okay, so there's Skaven in both of these spots. So we've revealed the Skaven. No, I don't mean to do that. Crap. I forgot, this isn't an agent. We're gonna run away from these lizards. Mazdamundi's like, come back, Heir, please. Come back and let's play. So, we can now build up this and get the Reaper Bolt Thrower, which we definitely want. Let's just kind of wait and see what the lizards do. I can't run away. Well, it's been nice knowing you, buddy. You cannot retreat while in the forced march stance. Whoops. He was a loyal lord, a good lord, until Heir misclicked and moved him out in front of the lizardmen. I guess I could have reloaded and fixed that, but, you know. I'm a Dark Elf. How much do I care here? Not very much. Not very much indeed. I probably should have studied Mazdamundi's army better there, huh? Yeah, just crap cohort with javelins. We could defeat this pretty easily as is, but it would be a little bit better if we had the Reaper bolt throwers. Let's just, I mean, we've waited this long. Might as well. Might as well wait. How are we doing for public order back here? It's not great.
Corruption is rife.
Corruption is rife? Well, I mean, we are Dark Elves, right? Thought that was kind of a thing for Dark Elves. Let's save the surplus points so that we can do this level 4 building here. We got 5 turns, but that'll let me build a better building. Let's do, what else do we want to do here? Public order +1. It's not much, but we'll take it. There we go. I hate the waiting. Oh, I hate it. But I'm so, like, unfortunately OCD about some of this stuff to the point where it's probably not good for me. That's probably why I trigger so many of you, and you just, like, sitting over there on your side, like, air, please. It's okay. Hang in there, hang in there. We got to do this right. I mean, if I'm really going to defeat the lizards, they need to have Reaper bolts thrown in their face. Or else they just won't really understand how much better I am than they are. It's that important, and it's worth waiting for. The other people are getting ahead of you. Shh. Okay, I'll leave you alone. I really will. What do y'all think of the Dark Elves campaign? I know I haven't done a ton of it yet, but I actually played ahead in one quite a ways, and it was pretty darn fun. It's fun because if you can get the two factions kind of like working together, it tends to be. I say the two factions. If you can get Malekith and Morathi confederated, you get pretty strong. And I haven't gotten to use the Black Arc yet, which I'm actually super excited for. So we'll look at that challenge in a minute, how we get the Black Arc. But otherwise, we're about to get our Reaper Bolt Thrower. So we are going to go move down and kick the lizardmen and the Skaven out of that province. Now, the province is going to be kind of an uncomfortable climate, so it's not going to be great. Carry out a hero action. Hero recruited. Okay, well, we got a hero. Ooh, a dark sorceress. Fun. Let's bring her down here and, oh, look, the lizards are trying to take out the Skaven for us.
I watch from the shadows. I am going.
Okay, let's check out our missions. Your favor, so ensure that the sorceress abode has been built. Man, this music is freaking awesome. Capture Vol's anvil. We do need to get Vol's anvil. Shrine on. Mortal fools. Attack a force belonging to the Scions. Are those guys still around? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to build that building, so let's skip it. I don't want to build it yet because I'm saving the population surplus to pour it into the ancient city.
Do not presume my patience, but speak all the same.
What do you want? Nope. I'll get rid of the lizards. I'll make them sue for peace. You deal with the Empire colonist. That's how it's gonna work here, you see? United against us. Cult of pleasure. Science. Oh, so now that I'm gone, look who declares war. You sorry sacks of crap. How convenient. How terribly, terribly convenient. I'm not at war with the Skaven yet, so let's move against the lizardmen first. Hopefully we can get a good fight against Mazdamundi here. Freaking stinking rebel scum. Declare war on me. That is so AI. And some of you be like, ah, quit whining, Heir. Oh, okay. Listen. So, is it smart for the AI to declare war while I'm away? I guess so, yes. I can't defend myself, so we're going to declare war while he's away. Yep, got it. Okay. So why should I stop whining if it's irritating? As a player playing the game about war, I like to fight, not to walk away and have someone come in behind me. Well, Heir, that's just good strategy on the AI's part. It's not good strategy. The AI is made to be annoying. It's made to only come after you when you're weak. Well, it has to be programmed not to be suicidal. Yeah, I understand. But again, the game's called Total War, not like Total Backstab or Total Retreat. You know what I mean? It just gets a little annoying. I know some of the rest of you feel this way, and I'm not the only one, but I always have those folks in the comments who seem to hate that I just don't, like, I get mad when the AI pulls that kind of scumbucket crap. But I know some of you don't like it too. Anyway. Let's get everything set up.
As host.
This guy right here. Okay. Start the deployment. Some of you have been asking how I issue an order where I click once, but each unit gets its individual attack. When you select units, you can push G to put them in a group, and if you click this lock, it locks the group. When the group is locked, if I click an attack order, they each individually attack a unit that the AI chooses based on distance and all that other stuff. If you ungroup it and I click that attack order, they're all going to blob into the one unit that I click. When they're grouped like this, I can push the number that it's associated with to pick the group quickly. Like if I just push 1 right now, it'll select it. But that's a drag and drop group. If I hard group it, which you can do either by clicking this icon, like I said, or pushing Control G, then when you move it, the group stays in the formation that you want, and they will attack individually. So that's what a hard group is, or locked group. So I'm going to leave my infantry in that locked group. I need to change my Reaper bolt throwers into the anti-infantry mode here. That's where they're going to be most effective. I like putting my archers and artillery in defensive mode too, because they can typically keep firing even when they're getting attacked. I'm going to keep my harpies away from these guys here. Okay, I'm going to tell the bolt throwers where to shoot, and we're going to target down some of these skink cohorts. The bolt throwers can cause some pretty immense damage when they get good hits. You can see that they fire kind of these like volleys, large numbers of arrows, and as they get good hits, they do cause a lot of damage. I don't have as much range. I don't have as much range with the Dark Elves as I would the High Elves. I'm going to go ahead and do some burninating with Trogdar here. Okay, the Reapers are starting to get a little more work done here. Let's go ahead and attack with the Bleak Swords. And we'll start focusing down skirmishers with our Dark Shards. Let's move the cavalry to the flanks. And let's get our 2 heroes into a group and come forward and help fight. We kind of got a hole in our line right here. There's this Bastillodon with the solar engine that is going to need to be killed with our armor-piercing Dark Shards. Let's double back into the infantry fight against the Saurus warriors here. Okay, those poison javelins are not feeling good right now. Let's get our 2 Reaper bolt throwers, switch back to anti-large, and start firing at Mazdamundi. And let's take a look at the Bastillodon. It should be taking heavy damage. My guys aren't exactly firing at it. Well, they're doing okay. Yeah, never mind. I thought they weren't firing at it because maybe that we had gotten in trouble with the... Holy smokes. This whole flank just collapsed to all these lizards. There we go. We'll burninate some of them. Skink cohorts getting dealt with. I'm going to start pouring some more fire back into these lizardmen. And I've forgotten to use my magic very well here. Okay, let's take out more of these lizards here. Bring the bleak swords back in. Let's keep chasing the skink cohorts and forget the rest of this stuff. Okay, let's get Mazdamundi with our War Hydra. These are potion of toughness. And Mazdamundi is not going to want to fight a War Hydra, that's for sure. There we go. So, the Great Slann has been brought to his knees. I'm going to do a breath attack right here in the middle of this lizard blob. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Let's bring our Dark Riders back. We've got the murderous prowess up now, and we've routed most of the lizardmen forces here. So it was saying that, oh whoops, I totally forgot about my harpies. That would have been really helpful versus the skink cohorts. But my dark riders cleaned house. So that's going to be the end of the fight. I am actually going to run down some of these fleeing losers. Use my Reaper bolt throwers and my dark shards to get a few kills on these guys. Let's split up some of our cavalry. You all chase there. Some of you go chase here. Bring a couple of you this way. Alright, there we go. Just trying to kill as many of these routing lizardmen as possible. So those temple guards are a juicy target indeed. Okay, dark shards you can lay off. Same thing with the Reaper bolt throwers. How did these guys do, by the way? Not as great as I hoped. I'm sometimes able to get more out of them, but it wasn't bad. Chase the bigger units first. Okay, yeah, I just want to hunt down some of the lizardmen units. Let's see if we got to that temple guard, because that temple guard is a very expensive, very powerful unit that if we get kills on it with a dark rider, then we're getting a lot of bang for our buck here. Because this is an anti-large unit, I believe, with the temple guard, and yeah, them just getting run down by a cheap unit like Dark Riders is going to feed me some EXP as well. Yeah, look at that. Anti-large, anti-armor. These guys would normally slaughter Dark Riders. But in this case, they are the slaughtered. And if we take away this unique unit, I'm not sure if the lizardmen will have the building required to recruit it again. You can see they have a lot of hit points, and it's taking my Dark Riders a pretty good amount of time to chew through it. But let's just fast forward real quick. Finish this out. There's a few of their other units over here, but if we get rid of the temple guards, then that'll be a key unit, and like I said, it'll feed quite a bit of EXP to this Dark Rider here. So just about finished with them. I don't do this every time, honestly, because it's boring, and I don't like running down the units, but occasionally I find that there's a decent purpose in it, like right there, like ruining that temple guard, so that it can't be used against me effectively in another fight. So Lord Mazdamundi, not so effective. Their Bastillodon with the solar engine, also not effective, and we are going to enslave a bunch of these lizards and get the replenishment. Oh, let's just hope that those roving Empire forces don't decide to come against us. But if we can beat the lizardmen up bad enough here and take some of their provinces, they'll sue for peace. We can get them off our back for a while. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this city. We might be able to build defenses there too, which would be a pretty big help. If I catch up with Mazdamundi, we're going to have to fight the garrison here, but I don't think the garrison's all that good. So I'm willing to do that. I want to take their settlement. So let's fight this. So Morathi catches up with the replacement Slann mage, the Mazdamundi wannabe, and mostly all that's left there is skink cohorts. So let's get rid of these guys. Again, our Reapers can be used to, I think, force the AI. Yep, we're in a good position there. It's going to force them to come to us. Yeah, Dark Riders aren't all that sturdy, but they have the shields once you make that upgrade on them, and it makes them pretty darn worthwhile. And let's see, I need a good vortex spell from Morathi. put all these to move as a group.
Dark riders, dealers in death.
We're into group 1. Bolt throwers. Okay, let's do this thing. Alright, our bolt throwers are going to draw the enemy in. Let's go take a look at what happens as the lizards march forward under attack from the reapers. Yeah, those skinks are wishing they weren't alive right now. Let's not do a fire at will. Let's target the middle of the formation here. The Reaper can also be used in an anti-large mode. It's not bad. It may be better against like flying units or something, because I don't find it to be all that great against, you know, ground-based large units, but I find it to be devastating versus infantry, especially if you have a good angle. As you can see, whoa, I don't know what kind of crap he just spat at me, but it hit the ground. Yeah, you can see the Reaper bolt throwers are already causing a significant amount of damage to what little bit remains of the lizardmen force. Some of them are already going crazy even. And we could put it on the, I don't know, he's probably considered a large target, so let's put it on anti-large and we'll target the Slann mage. And we'll let our other units mop up these lizards. We'll see whether it's effective at hitting this lord back here. Doesn't look like it. Let's get our War Hydra into action too. Okay. Let's use our harpies. Go chase down a few of these units. Alright, War Hydra. Light them up. Alright, we're going to send the Hydra into action. Alright, bolt throwers. Actually, look, wow. They finally started connecting, and look at the damage that they've done to the Slann mage. But we've also got some fire coming in from the dark shards. But yeah, check out the bolt throwers. I don't know who did all the damage, but all of a sudden the Slann mage is in pretty bad shape. My War Hydra's getting some lizard dinner. Winner, winner, lizard dinner. Hold on.
Victory is assured, sir.
Darn right it is. I'd like to see what these guys are going to do about it. Let's change our target. And how are our harpies? Did I seriously lose my harpies? Harpies. I think I lost the harpies. How did the harpies get killed when I wasn't paying attention? I must have sent them into a fight that I didn't anticipate, so I may have gotten the harpies killed, but whatever, they're just harpies. Someone said that Morathi should be checked for harpies, and I just about died. Pretty gross but hilarious joke all at the same time. Come on. Burn them. Want some roasted lizards. Look at the lizardmen, like they got a whole army facing off against them, and then they let's use Morathi just to have a little fun here. Those Reapers have done quite a bit more work here. They're already up to a triple chevron, which is good news for us. I'm going to bring in the War Hydra and feed it some kills. Look at that. The War Hydra's already at level 9, so someone told me it's Trogdor, not Trogdar, too, so I'll fix that. I didn't have to use most of my army here. We were able to just massacre the lizards, so that's why I wanted to wait and get the Reaper bolt throwers. Hopefully you'll understand now. It gives you that ranged advantage. It forces enemy armies at you, and then it helps make the most of your dark shards. They can help bring down those big targets that are hard to miss that the lizardmen have plenty of. So bring in the slaves as well.
I have need of slaves.
We're earning quite a bit of money off of loot and battle now, which is great. Ring of Hotek. Magic resistance and plus 25% miscast chance. Affects enemies in range. Not that exciting.
I watch from the shadows.
I don't know though, if we go up against a bunch of Slann mage priests, maybe it'd be useful. We're probably gonna lose our harpies. Yep. Oh well, we'll replace them with something else.
What's theirs is mine.
If we loot and occupy, we get more slaves.
I
So
have seized it all.
we get even more slaves if we sack it. But let's loot and occupy.
Power blooms within me.
We're going to repair. I don't need this building. We're gonna have a penalty to growth, to replenishment, a bunch of things because it's an unpleasant climate. So I personally think that this is kind of a cool feature, but just from what I've played for right now, it seems like the penalties are a little bit extreme. Like minus 8% casualty rate is like replenishment. That's a lot. It's like a painful amount. And then the amount of building income lost is really frustrating as well. I wouldn't mind. I think that what would be cooler is maybe if there's a little more public order penalty and then just like a bigger hit to the cost of constructing buildings and less to do with like casualty replenishment and income. I think it'd be cool if they ran it that way, and who knows, maybe someone will adjust some of that stuff in a mod, so that way it's still punishing when you take those things, but not necessarily just like made to be, and to be like, well, the climate's unpleasant, that's why it takes longer to replenish. Yeah, I get it, I'm not saying I like it. So, alright, let's see, we can, Soul Blight, Power of Darkness, Mystifying Miasma, Overcast. Let's get the Power of Darkness, Miasma, Overcast, and then let's get Life Leeching so we get an improved power rate. Probably would be good to get Soul Blight eventually. We can finish Survivalist. What the? I didn't even click anything.
They have their uses.
Ooh, Vanguard deployment, that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and finish Survivalist though, and then we'll move on. So we do need to do some recruitment from here, but it would need to be global recruitment, which for whatever reason isn't available right now. Okay, whatever. Do they not have a global recruitment pool? Surely they do.
I am the first sorceress.
If we can give the lizards a couple more beatdowns, I think they'll probably sue for peace. We need to complete an agent action too, so let's bring our agent over to see if we can get any luck against theirs. Our Canine Assassin might be a good one to try it too. We could just bring that sorceress into the army, because I mean the Canine Assassin's probably focused more on assassination on the campaign map, so maybe it makes sense to focus that way. Look at the Skaven, that tiny little army going after the causeway. We'll go try and take the causeway. Quest issued. Earn the following amount from raiding.
The mother.
A little bit confused as to why we can't get a global recruitment pool. I wonder if we can get it in the encamp stance. Enables replenishment. Ambush.
Cain wills it.
Huh. Is there no global recruitment for Dark Elves? This might be another one of those things that someone's screaming at me on how to get it, but I don't see it.
Cold-blooded and
Public order. Let's go ahead and heal a little bit. I'm gonna move a little further forward because we need 50% of the campaign range, or it was 25%. Oh no, it takes away 25% range. Okay, and I got it. We get extra winds of magic. We do get a little bit of replenishment, not much. I'm not expecting much. We need these extra scrolls because we're falling behind. And let's bring our agent over. Let's take this Canine Assassin because he's a higher level and some of these units are lower level. Let's see if we can get some assassinations done. There's not a big chance that he gets wounded, so it's worth a shot.
Enchanting beauty.
Okay, he failed. Not much of an assassin if you can't assassinate. We'll bring this other sorceress up into this army. Maybe she's got some cool spells. Let's see what her tree looks like.
One is capable enough.
Power of Darkness. Oh, she's got Blade Wind. Heck yes. Blade Wind is an awesome vortex spell. Doom Bolt sounds cool. Soul Stealer. Okay, she's got some good stuff. So that'll be cool to bring her into the army. And we'll try and use the assassin for more campaign map focused stuff. Missions carry out a successful hero action? But I wasn't successful. That doesn't make much sense. Doesn't make much sense at all. We are slowly losing some public order up there, but shouldn't be the end of the world. Casualties captured post-battle. That'll help us with the building up more slave economy, so let's do that. Let's end the turn. Really? That skink priest comes up and just immediately takes out my Canine assassin. It wasn't a critical success, so he should come back.
Presume my patience.
That's just irritating.
All the same.
I go level 9 against level 1. Not a success. I'll bet you that lizard agent is probably not even very high ranked. Come on! Forget to fast forward. I want to get down to the causeway, beat the lizards there. There's a gold mine down there too. Of course, we'd lose 15% of the income. Yeah, see how slow the replenishment is? Like, I mean, it's just painfully slow. Like, awful slow. It's frustrating. It is definitely frustrating.
From the shadows. Show no mercy.
Alright, it says we don't have a good chance. They've got pterodon riders, which, that's kind of cool. I haven't run into those yet. This is a Saurus on a cold one rider. I think we can beat these guys pretty easily. So let's fight the battle. I've not been around the pterodon riders, but we have enough missiles that I don't think that that's going to float well. It looks like they have a blessed unit, like the blessed chameleon skinks or something there. That's why it's that color. The lizardmen can pick up blessed units in campaign, which is kind of a cool feature. Okay, gotta put our bolt throwers. Good spot. I'll move those guys into a better position momentarily. I go on my standard deployment. Can't wait to get Blade Wind with this this dark sorceress.
Mother of vengeance.
Okay, switch to anti-infantry, defensive, turn off skirmish, start deployment. Get our bleak swords up. Okie dokie. Let's unleash some wrath here. I'm actually going to target some of their Saurus warriors. I'm not very concerned about their javelins. I'm much more concerned about all their infantry being better than mine. Keep an eye on the pterodon riders. We'll keep my dark riders handy to fight those off in case they try and land. They are skirmishers though, so let's turn one unit of bows that way. Drop some breath attacks over here. Okay, we're taking out a lot of these skink skirmishers. I'm gonna ignore some of these units. Let's take the Hydra into this fight. Wow, she's got a wind spell. Oh, look at that! The Hydra combined with Doom and Darkness just shattered the lizardmen line. Let's take out more of these guys. Alright, the Pterodon Riders are just trying to skirmish at my cavalry. Let's just ignore them. Take these guys into anti-large mode. Target up here. Let's take our cavalry around. Okay. Start focusing down Pterodon Riders. These guys gonna come in and land now that I've moved everything off? They probably will.
Morathi.
Yep. They're gonna come in and land on my 2 sorcerers. Let's go chasing this stuff down. Take out some of these guys. So some of the lizards are just going crazy. Let's go kill their lord. The Sara Soulblood. Our swords are actually not a very good matchup. And we're probably gonna have to go ahead and put a we're gonna have to put some recruitment buildings in this province. Okay, let's take these guys, put them back on anti-infantry, take out these javelins that are getting my Dark Riders. Keep chasing those guys down. The Pterodon Riders are not doing all that much. My Hydra got caught here. Let's pull away from this combat and go get the Lord. Let's swing one of these Dark Riders back around into the back of these skink cohort that are holding on a little longer than I'd like. There we go. Bolt throwers. Take down these Pterodon Riders. Let's get some damage done on these guys. Where did my Hydra end up at? What are you doing? I misclicked then. There we go. Yeah, had some misclicks there. Big surprise, huh? Alright, so another ugly battle. And without global recruitment, which I didn't realize was a problem, we are going to be in trouble. I've never seen global recruitment not work like that in a Warhammer title set. Maybe it is a Dark Elf thing.
What was theirs is mine. Power blooms within me.
So it takes Causeway, so that's going to help the casualty replenishment rate just slightly. And with Morathi, we could buff the casualty replenishment rate, which would help us settle all these lands. It's just going to take me a lot of points to get across to it, and I'd really like to have Pit of Shades and a few other things, but maybe we should start working that way. What's the level on this guy? Look at that, a freaking level 1 skink priest came in and hit a level 9 canine assassin. Bunch of trash. Enjoy it while it lasts, filth lizards. So we still got 4 turns up there, and
I am the first sorceress.
yeah, no global recruitment.
The buildings are
That is most unfortunate. Is that like one of the punishments for settling this stuff? I mean, it doesn't say anything specifically about not being able to do global recruitment. Like I said, maybe it's just a Dark Elf thing.
We are displeased.
Or maybe it's because I have a break in my territory here. There's not like a continuous run down into my territory, maybe? I have no idea. Wonder if the lizardmen are getting tired of fighting here. Yeah, they do want a peace treaty, so let's see if we can get some payments out of them. Oops. You can do better. That's all I can get out of him, really? I can't, like, put in any other amount? Okay, I guess that's the most we can get out of him. So, let's get an extortionist peace treaty out of Mazdamundi.
Hag sorceress of Grond.
Yeah, we'll have to build a recruitment, at least a simple one down here so that we can do a little bit of recruitment. Let's start with this chill wind.
The mother.
And then we really just need to take the fallen gates from the Skaven. But the Skaven very well could inhabit these areas down here too. And it could be the same tribe, which might be potentially problematic. If I had my assassin right now, I could go scout ahead. We're gonna bring these skink priests up to try and be annoying again.
Morathi will hear your insignificant plight.
Clan Gnaw. I don't really know why I would want your non-aggression pact. And I'm a dark elf, I like aggression. Okay, Dracula Coven. Forest of the Vipers about to rebel.
Rookie queen.
Cease your provocations.
I am the first.
Okay. Still 2 turns before we finish the Dark Citadel. The Mirror Pool is going to be where the rebellion takes place. Let's just march over back to the Mirror Pool.
I am the first sorcerer.
So we'll be in place to put it down.
The people are displeased.
Yeah, I'm thinking that these settlements down here probably full of Skaven. There's a treasure here I'd like to get as well.
The mother.
We can go ahead and upgrade this building here now too. Yeah, I don't care if there's going to be a rebellion. It is what it is. It's a Skaven rebellion. Oh, since they've been here, there's probably a bunch of corruption we're going to have to undo. We'll need to spread our own chaos corruption.
Phoenix Queen. How wicked. To the vengeful slaughter.
Okay.
Feel the power.
Gonna enslave the little ratlings.
Fly.
Did they really just run way off in the forest? I mean,
No stopping.
How
me
annoying.
For the Witch King.
what are these banners here? +4 leadership, and then -4 leadership. Let's put that on the Hydra.
Mercy is a quaint thing. It is will.
Spell shield, Morathi.
Know me and despair.
Let's move back and let's take a look
My
at her
children,
equipment.
Is it time?
Spell shield gives magic resistance, which isn't all that impressive. That's pretty cool. 20 weapon damage is nice for her. And gives us magical attacks. The Ring of Hotek is cool. We'll keep that. Potion of Toughness is great. So I think we're in good shape there. Can't give her the spell shield, but we can give her this Sword of Bloodshed. There's no talismans, no other enchanted items. So for now, she just has to deal with what she's got. We can get Morathi up on her on this mount, which is pretty cool. I kind of need the replenishment stuff as soon as possible, though, so I'm going to go with Iron Disciplinarian, because that'll just help us add a little more public order back to the province that we're sitting in. And we've got to level up through that stuff anyway, so I think that makes the most sense. We're a little behind in the ritual game here, but we'll start catching up a little once we finish this Temple of Hecate. So that'll be nice.
Anarian's bride.
So, Wind of Pain. Oh, Blade Wind. Freak, yes. We can unlock Blade Wind. So, Blade Wind is going to be awesome. It can cause massive damage. Seen it in action a couple of times. I used it with Malekith in a quest battle when I was playing at Gamescom, and it is pretty darn good.
The great vortex is under attack, my lord. The winds of magic shriek and eddy about it in strange formations, for a mighty ritual is underway in some distant land. The power of the ritual pulls and distorts the vortex, yet there remains a chance to intervene.
Looks like Clan
Find
Moors.
the whereabouts of those that channel the ritual and attack before its completion, my lord. Control of the vortex must not fall into enemy hands.
You know we have a lot of money. Lothern is the one that's, Lothern, yeah. And then Clan Moor started as well. How strong are both those factions? I don't know if we can see them. Yeah, we can't see either one of them. I mean, Clan Moors is over here in the Southlands. It'd be kind of funny to call up like a... Because I have the money to do it, like to call up a really strong intervention army. I don't know that an intervention army would do all that good against the High Elves, but... Just to see. I've never actually had my intervention army succeed. It always just ends up being a waste of money, unfortunately.
Do not vex us further.
I watch from the shadows. Immediately.
Let's come down here to the causeway again.
Cease your provocation.
Chaos corruption is going up. Skaven corruption is coming down. That'll make this province easier, more suitable for us. Okay, good. We unlocked a couple of important things here. Let's look at some of the buildings that we need. So a sorceress's abode. If we unlock that, it completes a mission. Oh man, Blackguard of Nagaron and Cold One Knights, Cold One Chariot. And we could get up to the recruit more war hydras as well. So there's some good stuff that's going to open up at this level. But I kind of want to complete the mission. Let's look at our... I don't think we need it for any of the... Performing this rite. Perform this, So these rites just require a bunch of slaves, it looks like. Wow, we can perform this one? We have 500 slaves. We can get the Black Ark. Black Ark can be recruited from any port settlement. You know, the tricky thing about that Black Ark, though, is that I don't have a port settlement in the right area. Like, I'd be able to recruit it on this side, which would be kind of cool. We could use it against Arnhem and Bleakhold Fortress. But my money isn't all that great right now either. I'm just gonna keep building up slaves.
Fear the dark.
We'll take it down that path. Let's end another turn here.
I speak for the Druki. What is it you desire?
I'm not joining that war right now. Now leave me the heck alone. Take care of your own problems.
Your time with me is precious, so make known.
The
your
lizards
request.
just started an opposing ritual, which is unfortunate because I just made a peace agreement with them. Otherwise, I could have gone and disrupted it. I could now, but it's going to make everybody hate me if I break a treaty. And I'm not really worried about it. This is the first ritual, so being behind on the first ritual doesn't really concern me. And it looks like the Warriors of Chaos, or these Norskins here, might be trying to do that for me. I mean, the lizards aren't very strong. I could throw an intervention army up in their face.
Pride. How wicked.
But again, I'm not even sure it's worth spending all that hard-earned loot. Okay, we're gonna declare war. We don't know where else these guys are. I'm not gonna call my ally to help because I don't want to risk making them
Wheels are
break the
nothing.
treaty because they don't want to fight Clan Na.
Don't hold back. Falling back. I have seized it all.
I'm gonna loot and occupy again.
What's there?
May well cause another rebellion, but
I am the first sorceress.
we got a potion of healing though too. That's gonna be handy. And that actually healed up our troops from fighting and getting the replenishment.
The people are displeased.
I tear that building down. If we put these extra buildings in, our growth will speed up and it'll undo some of that replenishment pain that we're suffering. interesting that there's no penalties on growth from coming down here. Okay, let's go do some searching down here with Patch Assassin. Actually, let's see if we can get some revenge on this freaking... Well, no, we're at peace with these guys. Let's go scout the ruins. Yep, there's Clan Nas down here. So we're about to get in a big nasty Skaven fight, is the long and short of this here. Yeah, there's still no way for me to do recruitment. Once we update some of these buildings, we could build up a building to at least give me dark shards and bleak swords and stuff like that. But we have the money, so let's go ahead and build stuff here. We could get this obsidian. I don't think I have a ton of trade agreements right now, though, so I'm not gonna... Well, how much money does the obsidian... It's okay. It's not bad. Income generated per 100 slaves, 15. 150. Income from slaves plus 25%. I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and build up this slave market. That's going to help us. And let's get some defenses here, I would think. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe we should focus on other buildings first. This one gives us public order and spreads chaos corruption. That could be handy because our public order up here is just slowly creeping on us. And we don't want that to be the case. Let's see. We need to build the Sorceress's Abode to complete that mission. We can issue a commandment here, which gives growth and income from slaves, tax rate, public order. Let's just work on the growth, because the more we build this province up, the more we'll be able to settle here successfully. Let's do Iron Disciplinarian again. I know she has that mount, but we'll get it soon. We've gotten Blade Wind. This first one is just unlocks Blade Wind. The second one does the Overcast, which gives an extended effect. This one gives us extra magic hex on an enemy. Cannot use it climbing. That is a pretty massive hex. Let's go ahead and get the... when casting, it takes away 15 armor for 18 seconds. That's not bad at all. Take that. Okay, it's just warning me of a rebellion here.
I watch from the shadows.
It is what it is. We'll put it down.
This one is capable enough.
Let's go in this assassinate tree here, since we're using him out on the campaign map now. Okay. I think we're good to end a turn. Hopefully y'all are enjoying Warhammer 2. It should be released by the time some of you are watching this. Okay, so we got Skaven rebels and a big Skaven army all at the same time here from Clan Gnaw. Okay, technology researched.
Sweet rebellion is coming.
Thinking we focus towards Clan Gnaw first.
Morathi joins you.
No, blame you.
Hag sorceress of bronze.
Fallen Gates. Let's build this Dark Elf Manor. Run the upgrade here, so we're upgrading all of the settlements. The construction time takes longer, that's one of the penalties. See where it says construction time +3 for settlement buildings. Okay. Assassinated. You got assassinated again? This guy is a shame for display.
A shameful display! A shameful display! A shameful display!
Darn right. It's a good thing I named you what I did. Good grief, man. You suck. I mean, I've seen assassins suck before, but... Is he just like dead too? Because I don't even see him here anymore. Yeah, critical success. Freaking crud, man. And it was this one little wiener lizard here. Look at that. Level 2. And he gets a critical success. Critical success. Now you guys know why I don't mess with agents much on the campaign map. I just beat the crud out of these guys every time I get the opportunity. What a bunch of horse crap. Air, you whine too much. Yeah, because that's not horse crap. Because that's not horse crap. And I can just see each of you playing your own campaign. Oh, my level 10 agent just got assassinated by that level 2 whenever he himself wasn't successful. I'm not mad in the least. In fact, that's fair. And I'm really glad that the AI assassinated my character that I put a lot of work into, even though it was really cheap and stupid. That makes me happy. You see what I'm saying there? I know you're full of it, because I know you're not thinking that. Can't fool me into thinking that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take out these Skaven rebels.
The hag sorcerer.
They're just going to give us more slaves.
Beautiful, deadly, victorious.
Okay, you are victorious.
You will march.
Let's move back down here because the Skaven are going to want to put pressure on us.
Cease your provocations.
I'll continue whatever provocation I feel like, ugly. Income from slave pens and slave markets plus 10%. Let's do that. Because that'll just kind of slowly drive up our capabilities. We need this extra public order. We're still kind of barreling towards rebellion here. And we even have the public order thing in place. I think the only way to stop it is to build another cultist gathering out here for the time being. It's not exactly what I want to build, but I've got to slow down. Yeah, I've got to slow down the public order bleed in this province because I can't afford to send an army back to deal with that. We're at -4, and once these 2 buildings complete, that should stop that bleed. We've spent up a bunch of our money, but we're also earning more now too.
The
I watch
people
from
are
the shadows.
displeased.
Iron disciplinarian. We can get even more casualties captured after the battle too. That'll be worthwhile. Let's check out our slaves here. So decline per turn. So that tells us what it's doing. Capacity, current slave, max slaves. Okay. I think we're good there for now. I don't think we need to change anything.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and upgrade Blade Wind, and then we'll upgrade Chill Wind. I need to get some recruitment facilities built here in the Forest of Vipers. Air, stop complaining. This isn't annoying. That's just what the AI should do. They can see me right here, and they know they're gonna get away with this crap. They know they're going to die, and they do it anyway just to cause you some damage before they die. Well, that's the smart thing. See? Total war. Total war, not total nuisance.
Mother of the dream.
Here we go. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to get even, is what I'm going to do. All right, ugly.
Vengeful slaughter.
It's time to put these rats in a mousetrap they'll never forget. It's a choke point battle. Because of the fallen gates in the background. That's kind of cool. I like that. I don't like these rats, but I like this choke point battle because it is going to really allow me to slay the rats at an unparalleled rate. We're going to go plug the gap up, and then we're going to have my Hydra ready to burninate these guys, and a Blade Wind is going to be absolutely devastating. So my revenge will be swift, and it will be painful. We're going to watch our rage meter build up pretty fast right here. Let's get these guys real quick. Okay, we're going to start the battle. Feel free to open fire, bolt throwers.
Servant of Hecate.
They have an artillery piece? They do. Let's target it. Holy moly. Skaven artillery is beating the crud out of my Dark Riders. I know how to put an end to that Skaven camping real quick, though. I'm gonna move my Dark Shards up. Let's feed these guys some Blade Wind. Yeah! Get you some of that, you rat filth. Check that out. Yeah, she picked up 50 kills off that. And our Dark Shards are now in good position. Let's move up to the edge of the bridge. I am liking that Blade Wind. Liking it a lot. Let's bring up our Hydra and do some burninating. Really want that stinking artillery piece killed. We're getting some work done on it. Not near as fast as I'd like, though. Alright, give them the burninating, Trogdar. No, cancel that. Let's do this wind thing and see if that's any fun. No, I wanted you to cancel it. Crap. Alright, well these Skaven are getting absolutely ransacked at the moment. Give it to him. That's pretty cool looking. Where are you at now, you Skaven scum? Okay, we've routed their artillery at this point. Keep firing here. War Hydra's getting him some kills. He's got 144 kills. Apparently he burned up quite a few rats. Let's do this ability here. Can heal at the same time I do it. So hopefully we'll build up the reserves and the replen rate. Wow, our Hydra's actually getting a little bit chewed up. Alright, Dark Shards, come up and give my Hydra a hand here. Let's bring up all our weak swords, do the same thing. Dark Riders, come on. It's time for everybody to come back up. I figured the whole Skaven army was going to break here, but they didn't. Alright, Hydra, let's get back in here. We want to take out the Skaven Lord. Alright, Dark Riders coming forward. Skaven Lord, Skaven army routes right in time for my murderous prowess, too. I don't know how we hadn't murdered 1,000 Skaven by that point. That's honestly a little bit confusing. Alright. Revenge was swift. But look how many of those rats escaped, really? They deployed 2,000? I killed 1,000 of them? That doesn't look like I killed 1,000 of them.
Know me and despair. Take these wretches away. Dispose of them.
I'll go ahead and take a few more slaves. Having too many is going to hurt my public order back in that other province. I do have some buildings being done, though, that should help offset it just a little bit. Let's repair the damage that these idiots did to me. And then I'm going to put in this recruitment building here. We need to get up to level 3, hopefully. But that's going to be all the time I have for this episode. I mean, we control this province. We've got it pretty well in hand. If we can slow down the decay of public order in my home province, which should happen on the next turn. In fact, we can end one more turn. I don't think that'll hurt anything. Alright, so Clan Na is now at war with the lizardmen too. So they may get into a point where they want peace here. And honestly, I don't want to keep fighting them. I want to go gain more territory in Nagarond. I'd kind of like to just put this province into a holding pattern and work elsewhere. So we finished the Sorceress Abode. We're now picking up scrolls at a much higher clip. But we are a pretty fair number of turns, and our replenishment's going a lot faster in this province now too, so that's good news. We can get our bleak swords back if we go down this path here.
From the shadows.
And let's look at Clan Na here and see if they are willing to lay off, because I don't want to stick around fighting these losers. They're not worth it.
Nothing for you here.
Peace treaty, payment, demand payment. I'm going to demand all 2,000. You're going to pay me something or you're not getting peace. So, yeah. We don't go down that road. I'm sorry. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next episode. HeirofCarthage signing out of the Morathi campaign. So we've captured our second full province. I would like to come over here and start working in this area here. So let's go take the Black Coast away from the High Elves, and Malekith is over here. He owns Val's Anvil. We may have to beat up on our son a little bit to remind him who's in charge in the family. So, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you all next time.
Do not vex us further.